Enrique, I know you probably answered this question a million times now, but the Syracuse tailgate, I just want to talk a little bit about that. How did all that get started?
Well, basically, they sent it to this app called Influencer, and that app, the whole team has, right? And you basically had to apply why you think you should get it. And, I applied, but it wasn't just me applying. I had help from my mom, my grandma. They all double read everything, and thankfully and blessed that I was the one who was chosen.
Now, Rhino was there with you last year. Is there
Yes,
going to
sir.
be someone else that's like teaming up with you this year for the tailgate?
Oh, that's a lot of information. I can't give that one out too much. You guys have to watch and find out. It might be one person, might be multiple this year. But hey, Rhino, shout out to my boy Rhino.
Do you like where the offensive line is at through the first 3 weeks of camp so far?
I feel like we're really developing, and it's just one of those things where we got to really just develop together. But individually, everybody is developing and getting really good. Now we just got to put it all together, and I feel like we'll be a really good, amazing O-line.
What's it like getting LeQuint back?
Oh, it's wonderful. Hey man, my boy LeQuint free. But now it's just one of those things where it's just like he's an amazing player, and that's just one of those things that we add to the offense, and it's just amazing having a player like that back.
Does camp feel different this year compared to last year, where you kind of had a lot of those guys on the line returning? Where here we are, where Burge left, yeah. Dakota left, Carlos left, and here it's a battle. Does it feel like that?
The vibe definitely is different from my first 2 years, because my first 2 years it was kind of like the same O-line, a lot of the same guys that were playing. But right now it's just a little different because a lot of those veterans have left, and it's really up to the young guys are now kind of like the vets to really step up and just play.
So more intensity, would you say?
Yeah, I say more intensity, and it's just a little bit more learning, just because we're a lot of young guys compared to the last 2 years. There was a lot of guys who had a lot of reps at their positions.
Enrique, where do you feel like you've personally grown from, 2 years ago redshirting, last year earning a starting spot to this year where you're at now?
I'm not fat no more. I'm skinny now. I've grown a lot. I've grown a lot mentally. I feel like that's just the biggest thing for me, is just the mental grow up, and just like my technique and just everything about my game has just elevated. I just feel like the last two, like my freshman year was on some high school stuff. Last year was a step up, getting my first reps in games, and then this year is gonna be my time to shine.
And what are you really trying to hone in and work on this week in terms of your technique or anything like that?
I'm just really trying to get more dominant in the run game. I just feel like once you get this run game going, especially with running backs like LeQuint Allen, Jawan Price, I just feel like it makes the pass game even easier.
And is that timing or explosiveness? What specifically?
It's just like little technique stuff, just like my punch and my steps.
Appreciate it.
Not sure where I read this, but I saw maybe some of your NIL money you sent your mom to Costa Rica or something like that.
Yeah.
Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Me personally, I'm a big family guy, and my mom, I wouldn't be here without my mom. So whenever I have the money and she wants it, she's gonna get it. And then she wanted to go on a girls trip to the Dominican Republic. I had the money. I was like, here you go. All good?
We're all good.
Enrique?
For sure. Thank you guys so much.
Enrique.
Have a good
Appreciate
day.